Hello, welcome to Home Designs by Amanda. Today we're just going to do a process video together. So I don't have a pre-made card for this one. We're just going to kind of take some of these elements that I picked out and make a card together. So I decided to go with some new stuff I just got this week. I got some of the Delightful Daisy Designer Series paper out of the annual catalog. And so I cut one of those pieces. So on the back it's actually this pattern, and on the one side and on the other side. This is going to be our front today because I like the peach with the little bit of green in it. It says that the color in this is actually Tranquil Tide, and I do have Tranquil Tide, but I also ordered some Emerald Envy and didn't realize I already had an Emerald Envy, and it's a retiring in color, so by the end of May, I'm not going to really want to use a whole lot of it, other than maybe for cards I'm giving out or something. But for now, we can go ahead and use it. They still have it in stock, and it is a retiring color, and if you like this particular green, you should probably go ahead and order some. So this matches the Emerald Envy to me. Looks like it's like the same color. If I put Tranquil Tide by it, it may look almost the same as well. But I like this coloring together. And then I also got from Celebration, I have some of the Designer Series paper that just came out with the second release of that, and it's all the shiny stuff. So I have a whole bunch of it falling out at me. So there is you get 3 pieces of each pattern, and there's 4 patterns, so you get 12 pieces of paper. It is pretty heavy stuff. It feels like cardstock rather than just paper, and it's really, really pretty. You got these silver stripes that we're going to do a little bit of work to. We're not going to leave them straight silver. I've seen some ladies doing different things, and I want to do some different as well. There's also this coppery rose colored dot one, and then there's this pretty leaf one. I love this one. It's got gold and silver together, the leaves really pretty, and then really pretty rose-ish copper colored flowers with some gold accents, and those ones are really pretty as well. So you can get that paper, cardstock paper, 12 by 12 for free with any order of $50 after shipping and tax. So if you're interested in any of that kind of stuff, just let me know. I'll be happy to help you. So for now, though, we're going to take these things and figure out what paper and cut it down to the exact size of a card front. So it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, where I set it, right here. I'm going to take my stitch frame lit die. I'm going to go with the largest oval. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to cut an opening there. And then with this, I think what I want to do is so we have this pretty piece, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to grab my strip from off of it that I didn't end up putting through the die, and I want to put it behind here, but I don't like the white and silver. So we're going to take our Emerald Envy our ink, Emerald Envy ink, and I'm going to grab a sponge dauber for it. I believe I have one. Nope. Okay, I'll get out a new one. Emerald Envy on it, and we're going to just put this right over it. If you want to keep it kind of looking a little blotchy to give it some texture, you can do that, or you can just go ahead and smooth it all down. It is a slightly glossy paper, so you can kind of work at it either way. I think I'm going to leave it spongy. So this is so far our look, sort of, and I want some flowers kind of coming down here around this area. And these are from, so I'm going to use some of the stuff I got out of my paper pumpkin kit from February, and use some of these. These are vellum leaves here, and we're gonna just put those on their leaves. Let's just go ahead and do 5, and I'm gonna do them in Calypso Coral is the color that goes with that, and I'm gonna go ahead and do these leaves in that color. Give it. Okay, so I got those all sponged out. They're not quite as dark as I was expecting. I was hoping they'd be a little darker, but that's okay. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do some petals and more thinlit dyes. I want full flowers, not like the outlines. So I think what I'm going to do is, let's get out the stamp set because we'll need that. It's the Petal Palette stamp set. It's in the spring catalog. It's an expensive set, but so worth it because it has a lot of really nice options here. So I think we'll do a few of these little ones down here. So there'll be these here. Maybe we'll even put the bird in. And maybe we'll use that for our sentiment so we don't get too many products going here. So we have the bird and our little flower here. And then we already have those from the paper pumpkin. If you didn't have the paper pumpkin leaves and say you had vellum or you just wanted to use some green or white that would match, you could always use the dye, the leaf dye here for that as well. If you wanted to, you'd only need to use like part of it though because these are so much bigger than these. But let's get some of this stuff die cut out here. I am going to stamp it. Okay, I'm going to stamp it on Whisper White because Whisper White is a coordinating color to this DSP, and it's just a general neutral color. Makes it good, and we're going to stamp the bird Smoky Sleep for a bird. Not only that, it'll match my silver from the designer series paper, the special paper. There, the silver coloring. So I'm gonna stamp. We only need one bird. I'm gonna stamp it off first and see how dark it is, because I want it a little lighter. That was a little dark, so I'm gonna stamp it. I stamped off one, so this is second generation. And that's just because I recently re-inked it, so I didn't want it that dark. I don't really care for the way its head turned out. There, that one turned out much better, and I think it gave it better coloring. So we'll use that one, and then I'm going to just do a few Calypso Coral flowers here. Probably about 3. Use this sentiment from a different stamp set. It's still not a sympathy card, but it's florally. It's from the Friendship's Sweetest Thoughts, and it's the Friendship's Sweetest Thoughts Blossom in the Heart. So I'm going to use that stamp set here, but I'm going to put this all together first before I put my embellishments on, so I know where I'm stamping. Sentiment. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and use my new Stamparatus, because I'm thinking that with the sentiment I might need to stamp it twice. So here's my new Stamparatus. It is a stamp positioning tool. This is a red rubber stamp, so I do not need the foam in it. These I'm going to line it up here. The one lady said that she noticed that she does better if she's a little further away from the hinging. So with this particular one, you do get the two. If you were doing a bunch of stamping with different stamps, you could stamp this way and then this way. And then you can take them out and turn them around. So you could have up to 4 stamps per actually probably even more if you really want to move your your card around too. But for now, I'm going to leave it like this. I haven't even taken my magnets off yet, but I'm going to grab one. Because you probably only really need one at a time. You don't want them to smack together because they do break because of the kind of magnet they are, the heavy duty magnet they are. If the two magnets smack together, they tend to crack and break. So I'm going to go ahead and position my stamp where I want it. I have my... Okay. And then I can just go ahead and push down and get that on there. I'm going to use... I don't want to use any of the colors I've already used on here. Even the gray would be too light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some Night of Navy. I just got a brand new Night of Navy in full size, but with what I'm doing here, I am going to use my Stampin' Spot size because I'm stamping on a little thing there. If I can get it out. Okay. Okay, let's zoom out just a little bit so you can kind of get an idea what I'm doing here. Okay, so there's my stamp apparatus. You can see parts of it. I got a really bad glare off of it. But I'm going to go ahead and stamp up my stamp with the Night of Navy. Give it dark. And that is a coordinated color with that particular DSP. Maybe not that sheet of it, but with the sheets of it otherwise it would be. And I just think that Night of Navy is a good color to go with this card. Okay. And just push down. Let's see how it worked out. There we go. Look at that. I think it is slightly askew, but that's my fault, not the stamp apparatus' fault, because I must have had it on the card slightly askew. But you're probably not going to notice because I'm going to put in the flowers and stuff right there. That's really nice. The sentiment turned out really nice too. These magnets are really strong too. That's nice. So you really only probably need one at a time. Okay, I'm going to take my stamp off. And then with this one, they have storage spot for your magnets too. And then the two plates, they cannot be stored on here on the hinges together at the same time because they won't close. You'll end up breaking one if you try to close them both in the hinges at the same time. So actually I'm going to store mine backwards so that the one hinge isn't in there. Find the hole goes in there. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's start assembling our pieces here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of glue dots. Look, I got my new piercing tool. I've used it a couple of times today. Truthfully, I think I like my X-Acto knife. But it's not bad, and I'm sure there's other things that it does do that my X-Acto knife isn't as capable at. But for right the moment... Okay, I think, yeah, let's just go for 2 and put on the leaves here and some randomness. Oh, I need more than that. Because I want to put all 5 on here. There we go. Okay. Even though they kind of blend in coloring wise, you can tell that they're there and give it texture and body. So let's go put this one this way. There we go. And okay, so we got done with this card. Our friendship's sweetest thoughts blossom in the heart with a few little flowers and a bird. There's how the inside turned out. And then I ended up going ahead and doing the envelope as well. And getting the envelope there. So it's all ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed this process video and you got some ideas out of it. If you need any information about any of the products that I used or how you can get any of the celebration items, please ask. I'd be happy to help. Or you can head over to my website. It's www.homedesignsbyamanda.com. There will be a blog post with this project. It's also linked down below. And you can find all of the products and items listed there, and a link to go get those items that you may need. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you'll come back and watch some more videos soon. And I hope you enjoyed creating with me today. Thanks for watching. Bye!